We know what they did. They got caught. They got apprehended for fraud, for the world's biggest Ponzi scheme, right? They scamming everybody at the bottom out of the money while they keeping it all to the 1%. They telling you the methodology they using, how they keeping us from protesting or using the superior jurisdiction to overcome their legal fiction. Now, this is Adam Weishaupt, the founder of the Illuminati. There is no way of influencing men so powerful as by means of the women. So they know the influence the women have. These should therefore be our chief study the women. We should insinuate ourselves into their good opinion, give them hints of emancipation from the tyranny of public opinion. They're talking about women's liberation right here. This is the Women Live movement. And of standing up for themselves. It will be an immense relief to their enslaved minds to be freed from any one bond of restraint, and it will fire them the more and cause them to work for us with zeal without knowing that they do so, for they will only be indulging their own desire of personal admiration. This is telling you that they're going to use the woman's vanity and weaponize it against her in order to drive her out of the home and into the workforce so they can tax both sexes. This is what this is about. When you pull up Adam Weishaupt, this is the drawing of him, but also this comes up. If you see, that's George Washington to the right side of the screen right there. And that's Albert Pike without the beard. But all of these is the same motherfucker. That's who was behind the dirt, the Scottish Rite. Lodge was the one that was taken over by Enlil kids. They got something called the Isle of Man between, it's over there in the lake by London, not too far from London, right? But you need to look that up because one of the definitions of Moor is an officer of the court of the Isle of Man, which takes us back to the first picture, the feathers versus the fezzes, right? Now, Adam Weishaupt is supposed to have been French, and he was supposed to have written the founding documents of the Illuminati. They paint him as a pale guy, but the guy behind the scenes, we not seeing him, right? So they got to flip us mirrors. This is called mirror flips. You would never figure out that Adam Weishaupt is the fake George Washington imposter who changed his name to Albert Pike when he got to America. You remember they was hunting Adam Weishaupt down in Europe. Yeah. So when they was hunting him down over there, where you think he went? And this your French connection. They send us the Statue of Liberty. It's a man dressed in drag holding a torch and a book, Mona Lisa. It's telling you the story without telling you the story. Now, the Treaty of Peace and Friendship was originally called the Paris Accord. They built a steel tower as a memorial over there, and the name of it is Eiffel. The plot was hatched in France, in Paris. The city Paris is Parthénon of Isis, which really means the city of Isis. So now you see your French connection reveals in the city, because there's also a Paris, Illinois, a Paris, Michigan, and there's several other cities called Paris. The Zulu tribe is the mirror tribe to the Hopi over here. And they are also the mirror tribe in Asia to what we know as the Mongols or the Khans, right? That's why you got Khan, Mansa Musa, then you got Genghis Khan and Kublai Khan. Right? These are mirroring family lineages. This is why they name their children after each other, so they can mirror the family member they most admire. So if he have a prosperous life and I mirror him, I'm going to have a prosperous life too, because we're doing the same thing from a different angle, right? But everybody don't got the same job and everybody can't perform the same function. All of the illumination which human reason can give, none is comparable to the discovery of what we are, our nature, our obligations, what happiness we are capable of, and what are the means of attaining it. This is him talking about the temperament of the people whose bloodline this is, right? Because they look like us, we think they feel about us the way we feel about them, but they don't. They declare war on us, swore to eradicate us, and said that if they didn't kill us all off, you know what I'm saying, that's the only way they could win is kill us all off or we forfeit. The most wonderful thing of all is that the distinguished Lutheran and Calvinist theologians who belong to our order really believe that they see in it, Illuminati, the true and genuine sense of Christian religion. O mortal man, is there anything you cannot be made to believe? This Enlil talking. This how they move. This how their family move. We don't move like this. Now he's telling you right here that they didn't convince these mortals to believe, and they telling them that is there anything that you can't be convinced to believe? Like, if you believe this bullshit we telling you, you believe anything. The Jesuit oath. Oh yeah, this is a good one. I further promise and declare that I will, when opportunity presents, make and wage relentless war, secretly or openly, against all heretics, Protestants, and liberals, as I am directed to do, to extirpate and exterminate them from the face of the whole earth, and that I will spare neither age, sex, or condition, and that I will hang, waste, boil, flay, strangle, and bury alive these infamous heretics, rip up the stomachs and wombs of their women, and crush their infants' heads against the walls, in order to annihilate forever their execrable race. That when the same cannot be done openly, I will secretly use the poison cup. What's the poison cup? Communion. A simulated blood ritual to keep you locked into the energy of practicing blood rites that drag your vibration down. A poison cup. The strangulating cord, the steel of the poniard, or the leaden bullet, regardless of the honor, rank, dignity, or authority of the person or persons, whatever may be their condition in life, either public or private, as I at any time may be directed so to do by any agent of the Pope or superior of the Brotherhood of the Holy Faith of the Society of Jesus. That's the name of the Jesuit order, the Society of Jesus. Now you just see what they said. They're gonna figure out a way to kill and murder your ass. That goes back to the Pope, the secret agreement of the Pope to murder the kings and the princes. This is all of what they call Roman law. This is in the Roman archive. This is the Roman law that they executed. They put it in the public domain so we can read it, right? Now, if you go back to the 70s, when you see the Weather Underground and the Black Liberation Army and all them making agreements, right? What you're not seeing is the agreements being made on an international level with the IRA and various other groups that's overseas fighting the same enemy we fight. So we're able to use the mirrors so that we can all seize power at the same time around the world back to the people of Earth.